Let's dive into a course and see how we can use the smartphone app for productivity within our Schoology network. So I'm going to go ahead and select a course here for my dashboard. Sample 1A is going to be a course that I'm working from. We're going to go through the process of looking at the overview of what options we have, and then we're going to take a look at how we turn in a discussion and then Schoology assignments. So we notice here's our dashboard for our actual Sample 1A course. On the very bottom, we see materials. All the materials in the course will be listed here. Right next to materials at the bottom is updates. Updates will show us any updates in the course. The next option is the calendar system. So we have all the upcoming assignments that are due. We can also select calendar, and we can click individual days on the calendar. Underneath will populate the assignments that are due on those dates. Next, we can check our grades. If we click the grades icon at the bottom, we see grades for the current course. So under Sandbox would be the grading period. Yours will probably say quarter 1 when you look at it, or quarter 2 or semester 1. And you'll have percentages for the course for the grades that you have completed and that the assignments you have graded. So let's now go back into our course and see what else we can do. We're going to go back to materials, and we're going to talk about how we can use the smartphone app to reply to discussions and then turn in assignments. So let's start with discussions. Let's click discussions. If I have a discussion that I need to respond to, the first tab is information. This is the description that the teacher gave. This one does have 2 attachments, and then the links there that she gave as well, or he gave. When I'm ready to respond in my discussion, I click the discussion button at the top right. I notice I see the other students' responses here. To make a discussion response, you're going to click the plus icon on the top right. So clicking plus will allow us to type our discussion here. And then if we need to attach anything, we can attach anything from these options here if our teacher requires it. Once our discussion is ready for submission, go ahead and click the green check mark in the top right. Your comment has been added, and we see our comment immediately populate at the very bottom. Let's now go back and submit a Schoology assignment. So we're going to select Schoology assignment. Again, it's going to show the directions immediately from the teacher. It's going to show the due date and any information that she typed or he typed into the description box. When we're ready to submit our assignment here, these are submissions I've already made to this assignment. But if those weren't there and you're ready to make your submission, go ahead and, again, click the plus icon on the top right. It's going to give us an option of creating a submission, which means it's like a typed-in response, similar to a discussion, so you're just typing in words to submit. You can submit a photo or video. You can submit from resources. Submitting from resources where you would access information in your Google Drive. So if you have a Google Doc or a Google Slide or a drawing or something in a Google file, you would click Submit from Resources to access that and turn that in. You can also record audio and then submit any information from your other iOS apps. For now, we're going to go ahead and submit this as if it were a Google assignment. So if I have to get a Google Drive resource app, I can search my drive at the top if I want to. Once I find it, go ahead and check mark your item that you want to turn in from your Google Drive. Once you have your item check marked, you're going to select Import and then Import File. Notice the interface is very similar to if you were using this on a Chromebook. Now we have our last submission page. It tells us the document we're going to submit, and then we click the Submit button. And now we see it at the very top, Revision 4, that's what I just submitted. The next type of item we're going to do is another Schoology assignment. This will be a Schoology assignment where your teacher would have auto-made a copy for each student in the classroom. If you've used Google Classroom, this would be a similar feel. So again, this looks similar to as if it were on your Chromebook. Description is listed here. To access your document, you're going to click My Document. Now your document is not going to be live inside of here. If you want to edit this document, there's a couple things you can do. If we click this, it's going to ask us, do we want to open this Google Doc in the Google Doc app? Or we can close it, and then we would have to open it and finish it on our Chromebook. So one of the things to this, if you want to work on this Google Doc assignment, you're going to need to install the Google Docs app, which comes from the App Store. So you can open an app and complete it that way if you want to, or you can go to your Chromebook to complete it. When you're ready and your document is all finished and you're ready to submit, we would click Submit Assignment. Yes, submit. Gives us a verification that we're done.
and our assignment is turned in.